All right, hello. So my name is Peter. This is with Jack. We're going to be talking about the visual app. So the visual app is down here on the bottom right. Here it is. It is an app that was made in tandem with the CS196 project, in addition to the CS125 project. So you'll see there's a couple buttons here. There's Start VR, Start AR, and a couple other things. So the major purpose of this app is to help Calc 3 or general multivariate calculus students, students who have to visualize 3D spaces, 3D objects, help them visualize what those look like. So you might see there's also create new object button down here. That's the future of this app. It's where you'll be able to create your own object based on some sort of equation, and you can then visualize using either virtual reality or augmented reality. You can visualize your 3D shapes that you're inputting into the app. So the portion of this app that's made for 125, this project, is the augmented reality. So that's what we're going to be showing today. There's a couple other features here, like more information about the app itself, like the developers, and there's also a learn more category where you can learn about quadratic surfaces. It brings you to a Wikipedia page. Not super fancy, just kind of gives you general information. And then there's also a Google VR space where you can learn about Google Daydream, which is the hardware that we use for the virtual reality. So that's where you can purchase a Daydream or anything. So without further ado, we'll get on with the actual purpose of this app, which is augmented reality. So I'm going to hand this over to Jack here, who's going to be the student in this case. So you'll notice that there is a couple of buttons on the left, the phone seems to be asking us to move the phone around and try to find a surface, which we will then be applying our augmented reality surfaces to. So let's find a space. Here we go. We got a space going. So we're going to click down on the table. There we go. So the AR popped us out of the screen sharing software, but we're back. So here's Andy the Android. He's looking great. We're going to click on a different button, like the hyperbolic paraboloid. Look at that. So now our Andy the Android becomes a hyperbolic paraboloid. You can spin it around, make it bigger, whatever. So the idea is that you're going to be in class and you're trying to see what these shapes look like, as the professor is talking about them. And then in the meantime, you can kind of put this on your desk and see what they look like. So here's an elliptic paraboloid, here's a sphere. The sphere's kind of boring, but oh well. And we can go back to the rest of the app. So we'll save virtual reality for another day, but that's the major portion of this app. We can just quickly go to the code. We see there's a couple of activities here. We have the main activity, which is the virtual reality. We have home activity, which essentially just tells you where to go when you click different buttons at the home screen. And then you also have scene form activity, which is the main portion of this app. So we have here a couple of major things, like the buttons where you get to choose different raw files, which are in the form of SFB files here in a raw directory. And you also have a couple of things like remodel, which every time you push a button, you have to reconstruct your object that you initially created when you tapped on the AR plane, which this is where the listener is to tell where you clicked your finger and where to render the model in the first place, and the anchor, which has the model on top of it. So this is the major activity that we got the basis of from Google. And yeah, so that's the whole thing. Hope you guys enjoyed that.